We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Baseball fans, and welcome. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Oakland Athletics. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill, Mia Hu. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singing.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go. And now the center fielder, Jay Crow. And the pitch. And that's outside. So we're off and running in game one. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0.
Fastball for a strike. The 2-1. Fought off foul. Line drive, base hit. So a runner on base to start the inning. Now the left fielder, Monty Irvin.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Checks over to first, back safely. That one off the mark. 1-0. Quo aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like she's running to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Here comes a pitch. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
She's batting leadoff, and she's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts herself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Not in time. She's safe. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a pitcher that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt her rhythm, make her uncomfortable a little bit. The hitters that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get her moving off the mound. If you're in the box and she seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up her timing, somehow try to get in her head a little bit. And then when she does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Kicks and deals. Outside low, and that's ball one. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities she's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to pitchers like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
One away with a runner at third here in game one of the wild card series. Righty to the plate. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Just missed. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss. Struck her out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
Ball one, no
this
strike.
one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two outs and a runner at third here in game one of this three-game set. Swings through that. And that one clips the corner.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. She's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Had him out front for strike three. One hit, one left. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back here in the East Bay. And on the hill in this one, Sabrina Gill. What do you have on her, Singy?
Power pitcher. She's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of her hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Joe Morgan. That one missing inside. She deals. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If she's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And another ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. The throw to first. One up, one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Chris, here's a lineup that's dangerous for multiple reasons.
Boog, I think you've got to pick your poison, if you will. Can't try to worry about the running game, because if you do, it'll take your focus off these hitters and they'll hit the ball over the fence. So I think the smartest thing, go after the hitters, make sure you make great pitches. If you give up some stolen bases, so be it.
Erica Griffey stands in here. Tried to hold back her swing there, but went around. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like she was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after her with 3 straight, and she had no answer for it.
Now a chance for Corey Wolverine. That one almost got her. Left-hand hitter waits. Ripped to right, base hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw to second is offline.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and she met it out front for the line drive knock.
Jim Thome up next for the A's. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose herself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up. She's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Hard hit to third. Tosses across to first. Inning over. The A's strand 1. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now for Seattle, number 10. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. On the ground to first. That she handles it herself for the out.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosted the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Beverly Beavers stands in now and watches strike 1. Foul ball. Field 2. And there's a ball.
I don't like to say she wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have her look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Fights it off. She'll see another. And a 1-2. On the ground to third, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard now with 1 away.
She just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in her mechanics.
Kevin Youkilis will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Pickoff move to second. Beavers back in on a dive. Runner at second. Up the middle. Morgan tosses to first. Out. Number 2.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And up next for Seattle, Gianna Bryant. She's a player who does it all. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. One of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to her when she's in a spot like this. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Two outs with a runner at third. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So one hit is all they get. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Oakland now, Harold Baines. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And out of here. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
When a pitcher's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, she supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now the third baseman, Maria Ramirez. First pitch misses. A little bit low.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 3-2 now. And that's ball 4.
Well, she earned her trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. She's put a lot of work into that aspect of her game, and it paid off right there. You know, Mookie Betts may have not been named MVP in 2023, but that doesn't take away from his impressive season. The Dodgers star hit nearly 40 home runs and drove in more than 100. Ronald Acuna Jr. deserved to win, but it was another phenomenal season in Mookie's career.
Mookie Betts at the plate now. That's ball one. Betts in his 11th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When you're trying to swap a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this catcher, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
Ramirez at second with nobody out. And that's in the dirt. Pickoff throw. She's back in there. Two and two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Kicks and fires. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Turns and fires to Betts. That's hard hit in the line. And Betts is gone. Runner tags at second. She's in safely at third with 1 out. Next up for the A's, Audrey Pennington. This is a player who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch her control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That's in there, and that's strike one.
Yeah, and because she's got the big arm, she pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
And a pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. She can keep her mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Fires over to first. And 2 away now.
Well, I'm not sure what she was waiting on right there. She got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that she was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Digging in for Oakland, Eric Davis. That one fouled off. That misses. And now it's even 1-1. Runner at third, 2 away. Next pitch is downstairs.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he swings through that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And down on strikes. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Oakland gets 1 on this homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Isabel Storm. Who back to work. Late on that fastball.
She just threw that fastball by her elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The shortstop takes a ball.
1-1.
Good eye in that spot. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The wind of the pitch. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. And there's 1 down.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Stepping in, Jay Crow. And that skips in the dirt. The Athletics up by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. As she was out front that time.
2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2. Ripped to first.
She put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Monty Irvin up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. And that's through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering misses down and away. 2 out, space is empty. Well struck, right field. That one's carrying. And out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
2 out, space is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Elena Schofield. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss, and she got him to chase.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Righty delivers. Battling here as she fouls it away. The line to kick the pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tied up here in the early going. Ouch. She had 2 strikes on her, and she hit her.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Two outs. Fouled off. He was late. Ball to strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. She wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Out to short. Betts whips it to first. And they take care of Schmidt for the out. That's the 3rd out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. The pitch. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Looks like she's picked up right where she left off.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Griffey batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. That's down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's outside. And a count 2-1. 1 out, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Way inside.
She should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if she's walked.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, she tried to nibble right there and just missed her spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now she has somebody to worry about over at first.
1 down. And here's the first baseman, Corey Wolverine. Doubled her first time up. That clips the corner.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Yo, 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Griffey, the base runner at first with one out. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
She's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at her and determine whether it's a ball or strike if she swings or not.
And another ball. Runner on the go. Pitch way inside. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put her in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Griffey rounds third, headed for the plate. She will score, and they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Jim Thome up next for the A's. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Harold Baines now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there. That's strike one. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. A's leading by a run here in the last half of the third. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. A's get one on the RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, number 10. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That one's in there. 1-1.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. She's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
In the air, right side. Baines gets under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Beverly Beavers digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a big swing and a miss. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as she was late that time.
She got away with one there, but she knows she can't go into that spot very often against a batter like this.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
The first baseman, number 21,
Kevin Youkilis, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Griffey under it. She makes the grab, and that'll do it. Game 1 of this wild card series. Here's the third baseman, Maria Ramirez. The pitch. And a foul ball.
You know, these Athletics doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Kicks and deals. And she grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
She was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
Now it's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. Fastball almost got him there.
Count 1-0.
In the dirt. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Just missed. Fastball for a strike. And here it comes. 3-1, and she couldn't come up with it.
I don't think she really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The catcher,
Here's the speedy catcher, Audrey Pennington. She's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. Ramirez on second. Betts on at first with nobody out. Next offering is down low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Eric Davis up next for the A's. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And the curve misses outside. Ball 1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And the righty deals. Ground ball left side, could be two. Flips to second, and that's two. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners 1. Back here in the East Bay. Ready now for the fifth inning. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Gianna Bryant. The wind of the pitch.
Right through there for a strike. There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Just missed.
It's a good take.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Isabel.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Isabel Storm. Her first at-bat was a strikeout. Storm goes 5 feet 9 inches, only 18 years old, and she was a third-round pick in 2024. That's off the mark, and it's 2-0.
She looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Just missed. Inside ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least she gets a fresh start against a new batter, but she needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Whoa, in the box now, takes strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got her swinging.
Gosh, here it is, Edit. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, she's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Monty Irvin up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball there. Now move to first. And she dives back in safely. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one fouled off. Righty to the plate, and that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Into center. In position. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Mariners lead one. They're down 2-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Joe Morgan. Here comes the pitch. And that's in the dirt. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Next up for the A's, Erica Griffey. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. New pitcher now, Maria Alvarez.
Number 75.
At this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs she's able to give her skipper.
And a base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Wolverine lays off down low as she digs in for the third time. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Mike Messina appears to be getting ready for manager Scott Service. Harrison also getting ready. Move to first, and she's back in safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All she's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
At the belt and fires. On the ground, could be two. Storm. Off balance feed, there's one. Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set her feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but she got it off, and she got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So now here's the DH, Jim Thome. Here goes the runner. They pitch out. Throw to second. She's safe. Christopher Wheels with a difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see her top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, she really made her athleticism work for her on that one.
Runner on second, two down. Out to short, Storm. Sends it to first. That's the inning. One left for Oakland. They lead it 2-1. Top six. Now the Mariners catcher, Elena Schofield. Who back to work.
You know her great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If she can get on, it's going to give her one more thing she's got to think about.
Missed inside with the curve. Check swing. She went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
line drive. Could be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and she represents the tying run.
Seems like she got exactly what she was looking for right there. She really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, her head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Next to hit, Mike Schmidt. That one not close, and that is ball one. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Late on that fastball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with her speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And fouled off. 1-2 now. Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Runner at second. And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And she walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now the right fielder. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Line drive. Brings it in.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Beaver.
And now the DH, Beverly Beavers. 1 for 2.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Jason Adam getting loose out there. Armstrong getting loose as well. And the pitch. And now 2-0.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a pitch. Swings and misses. It's 2-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that she might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So first and second with 2 outs. And the batter now, Kevin Youkilis.
Right through there for a strike.
Schofield over at second. Schmidt at first. 2 out of the inning. Strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Harold Baines. The wind of the pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Giovanni Gallegos appears to be getting loose. That one ripped right center field. That's back, and it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Maria Ramirez up next for the A's. And that's in for a strike.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Fought off foul. And the right-hander deals. And they'll do it again. She deals. Inside and it hit her.
Well, I like her intent there to be aggressive with the slider and make sure she got it inside, but she just yanked it across her body. A little too much horizontal rotation with the upper body instead of north-south.
That one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the move. Ball outside. Whoa, save!
Well, with that kind of elite arm she has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this catcher. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing her, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And a pitch. And this is inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Runner on the go again. Pitch misses in. And the throw, she's out at third.
Especially when you're trying to strike third base, you have to get a decent jump off the pitcher. That wasn't it right there. And even though the throw skips in, they still slap the tag on her in time. Not a great attempt right there.
And there's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Man at first with one gone. Audrey Pennington up next for the A's. And that's in there at the knees.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. She's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Left-hand hitter waits. And now the count is even.
Boog, she never moved because she never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Wouldn't chase that time. Man at first, one away. And a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So digging in, Eric Davis. He's a guy who does it all. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Righty delivers.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Betts, the lead runner at second. Pennington over at first with one away. And that just misses. Chopped left side. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's 2. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Adam.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now for Seattle, Gianna Bryant. Pretty amazing athlete. This player is power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? The pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And a pitch. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
She's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in her hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, she can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
In the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is...
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, she can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. She can be pretty proud of herself.
The tying run at the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got her. And 1 out now. Jay Quo up next for the Mariners.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that one fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Line drive, that's a base hit. Around third. She scores. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
One down, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Monty Irvin. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Kicks and fires. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch her, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Struck him out looking. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Joe Morgan. The line to kick the pitch.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The pitch. Hammer, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Morgan gets his lead at first with nobody out. Alvarez throws over. Morgan gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And here it comes. And that's down and away. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, she's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one misses. And now 3-0.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. She's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Runner at first with no outs here. In there at the knees. And the count is 3-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. On the move. He's got it. One away.
The first baseman, Corey Wolverine.
Digging in for Oakland, Corey Wolverine. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because she can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Lifted in the air down the left side. He makes the grab.
Now back, the designated hitter,
Jim Thome up next for the A's. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. That clips the corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
1-1.
Pitch out, but no action. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
This to third. Play made. That ends the inning. The A's strand 1, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jules Rarick.
And we all know about her slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game. Here's the catcher, Elena Schofield. The wind and the pitch.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Right-handed reliever. There's the strike up high. And the count is 0-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Laura Plantenny, the closer, is getting loose. Root getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, and she chases that one in the dirt. Pennington down to first with it. Got her. One away in the strikeout.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from passively trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Schmidt swings through it for strike 1. And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, I'll tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now, number 10. There's the strike. Rory, only 18 years old, and she was the 2nd-round pick in 2024. And she gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, no signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. She's looking rock solid so far.
Next offering misses. 1-2 the count. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back in Oakland, and now the right fielder, Harold Baines.
The right fielder, Harold.
The pitch. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Slider for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Ground ball left side. And a quick out, number 1.
Third baseman, Ramirez.
Now the third baseman, Maria Ramirez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And now the 0-1. And a good eye there. Base is empty, one away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is downstairs. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now she's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball popped up. Sizing this one up. She's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie to hit. He's 0 for 1. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you got to make her pay.
Audrey Pennington up next for the A's. She swings and fouls one off. Betts leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering upstairs. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on her. That was quite a shot she took as they see her down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but she will not want to come out of this game if she doesn't have to. It's looking to me like she's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Eric Davis. And the first offering is not close. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
She's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if she can settle herself down.
Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
And there's the automatic. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
So the Oakland lineup turns over. Next up for the A's, Joe Morgan. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as she did right there.
Kicks and deals.
Nope.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Aimed to score from third. And it's 4-2.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So Maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
And now they turn to Giovanni Gallegos.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Erica Griffey up next for the A's. And there's a foul ball.
She's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If she takes that approach, she could bust this game wide open.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Up the middle. In there safely.
Boy, that's staying within her game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now she's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what players like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Now it's going to be Corey Wolverine. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the A's 5 and the Mariners 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Laura Plantenny.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what she's got here to try and close it out.
Beavers in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Looking to get something going. This is the batter you want at the plate. She's been great for this team. She's a professional hitter.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And now the lefty. Out to short. Betts. Sends it across to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 9th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what she was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Kevin Youkilis getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
The hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Lifted in the air, out to left. Griffey settles under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Gianna Bryant up next for the Mariners. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. They're down to their final strike.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
This could end it. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The A's take the series opener here at home. So the Oakland A's off to the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game one in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2, so that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
And your final score, 5-2. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 runners on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. Time for Game 3 of the Texas League Championship Series on the show. It's the Northwest Arkansas Naturals taking on the Midland Rockhounds. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill, number 45. Not many pitchers stand as tall as he does, and that can present a challenge for hitters. They're not used to seeing someone with his height on the bump. That may lead to some more bad swings in the early innings, and it also makes it easier for him to live at the bottom of the zone because it's harder for hitters to get on plane. And now it's going to be the shortstop. Line drive to left field. And that's a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Aggressive approach. Might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Next is the designated hitter, Alika Williams. Foul ball there. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. Makes the grab, one away.
The second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
And now, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. That one is absolutely pummeled. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. And next, the cleanup hitter. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late on that fastball. I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road, stakes are high, energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit. And there's a ball. That one fouled off. 2-2 now. One out and a runner at second here in game 3. That one smashed to left field. Very deep. To the warning track, makes the catch.
That is great. The first baseman, Joey Lopezito.
On that play, he showed good awareness, feeling for the wall, and putting himself in good position to make the catch. That's a skill you practice from a young age, and he has clearly done the hard work. The first baseman, the next to hit. That clips the corner.
0-1.
Rengifo standing at second, 2 out. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. Circles the bases. Second homer this series. It's 3-0. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. And now the right fielder. Two outs, bases empty. Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
And another ball.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two now. Swings and misses at the fastball up in the zone for the K. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. We're back here at the ballpark. And on the hill in this one, number 93. Here's the inside look. He's got 4 pitches to choose from on the mound, and we'll see how he mixes and matches as the game goes on. If he can get through the lineup the first time using just 2, maybe 3 of them, he'll have a better chance to work deep into this one and hold something back for later. Leading off, the center fielder. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. That one misses inside. Some early aggressive pitching with that cutter in on the hands. Hitters have to consider that it might stay over the plate, but that late break can saw them off. Could be a weapon in this one. Comes up empty, strike 2.
2 and 2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Foul ball, it remains a full count. First the changeup, then the fastball. Doing well to throw off the hitter's timing. He might go to the high heat to try for the K. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk. Runner at first. Next is the DH, a switch hitter. Switch hitter batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Step off, throw to first, back in easily. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. Nobody out and a runner at first. In the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a K. Man on at first, and here's the first baseman, Mark Vientos. Out towards left center, on the move, and makes the grab.
Batting fourth, the left fielder,
J.J. Bleday digs in now. Curveball drops in for a strike. Snap throw to first. Back in safely on the dive. The 0-1 offering. What a stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 1 inning in the books here. The Naturals have the edge, 3-0. Second inning set to start. Now, the center fielder.
The center fielder, Brian Ray.
And that's off the inside edge. In there at the knees. Downstairs. And that's downstairs and outside.
3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Line drive, and it's caught. That's so frustrating for the hitter. Tough to accept a liner like that not turning into a hit. And here at the plate, Ryan Galaney. And that's in for a strike. One out and the base is empty. Umpire Woody Keller says that's a swing. struck him out looking. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets caught looking at the third one? I have no idea what went wrong for him in that AB. Base is empty with 2 out. And here's the catcher, Cody Huck. This pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And that's a strike. And the 1-1. Good eye on that pitch. Line to right, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, number 48. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base.
1-0.
In the dirt, but the runner holds. That's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Huck leads off of first with 2 out. On the ground. They get the force. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. The Naturals with the lead, 3-0. Bottom half of the second. Now the third baseman, number 98. There's a strike. They've got the 3-run lead, but they won't keep it if they don't keep pitching well and aggressively, too. 0-1, here's the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And goes down on strikes. That's the first out. And now at the plate, Romy Gonzalez. In there at the knees. Strike 1. That one in the dirt. Drops it down the third baseline, and that's just foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Naturals leading by 3, bottom half of the second inning. Goes down looking on that one. The right fielder getting ready to hit. There's a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Smoked on the ground to second. Throws to first. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Not much going on for the offense that time. We've played 2 innings. The Naturals out front here, 3-0. We're back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of this inning. And now, Alika Williams. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
This one in the air to right. The right fielder settles under it. Makes the grab. 1 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman
Luis Rengifo now at the plate. Doubled home a run the first time at bat. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. He swings and fouls one off. Oh-2, rocks and fires. Swings through that one for a strikeout. Well, he's got no excuse for not being on time on that last heater. 3 straight fastballs, and he still couldn't catch up to it. Base is empty with 2 out. And next, the cleanup hitter. And the slider just misses. Just missed with that one. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. Here's a grounder right side. Handles it here. Play made. That ends the inning. Offense held in check here. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. The Naturals on top, 3-0. Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, number 90.
The shortstop, Will Wagner.
This one is in there. It's 0-1. And it's strike 2. Twice now he's let a high strike go by, and the pitcher's gotten ahead 0-2. Now I think he climbs the ladder. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Nice take.
1-2.
Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. And this one right back to the mound. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher,
Chadwick Trump will hit next. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Curveball gets over for a called strike. 2 straight strikes low in the zone, and it's 0-2. Batter has to be able to lay off something off speed down in the dirt, because that could be what's coming. Fly ball left field. That gets down for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jonathan.
The lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, number 22, led off the bottom of the first with a walk. And that's a little bit hot. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, chased it upstairs. The pitcher has to see the hitter getting aggressive on the high stuff. Maybe throw one even higher and induce a chase. Trump leading off of first with 1 out. Got it. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Runner at first. Next up, the designated hitter. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Ground ball to short. Fires it into second. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings in the books in this one. The Naturals lead it 3-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, digging in, the first baseman. And your final, 6-2. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you soon.
Our final line.
Baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you the National League Wild Card Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And on the hill today, Kerry Wood.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be be successful.
Okay, all set to go. Now here's the switch inning power threat, number 17. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. So we're underway here in game 2. The line to kick the pitch. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 1-0. She absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with Pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that hitter's looking to do exactly what she just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Next to hit, number 21. That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The pitch. And a base hit up the middle.
Just so sound in her mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So here's Murphy now. Big time power. And that one missing low. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And now 2-0. One on, nobody out. A run in here in game 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit.
That's in there, and now 2-2. Goes down looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball in the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from the opposite arm angle. So I got to think she was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on her hands.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. With Jr., probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. One run across in the frame so far here in game 2 of the wild card series. Hit on the ground to the right side. Off balance feed, there's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here in the desert, and towing the slab in this one, Roy Halladay.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Halladay, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally works in a splitter. Righty delivers. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. And she takes a strike. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Got her. And there's one down.
Oh, big power hitter right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. She tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And now, Jacqueline Smith.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That misses. Now 1-2. To third. And foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 hitters in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
So up next, Hank Aaron. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Right side, hard hit. To first. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Arizona. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Wood, just 21 years old. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. And the pitch. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play. A wind in the pitch. Smoked on the ground a second. 1 up, 1 down. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Emma Wright.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland. And, man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You can see she was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he got it. That's out number 2.
She came out of her mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Joanna Baez stands in now, looks at that one inside. And he deals. Right through there for a strike. Misses inside. 2-1.
Boog, she never moved because she never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ripped on the ground to second. Gathers and throws to first. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Reds go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Ralph Kiner. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the right-hander back to work. And a foul ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The catcher,
Jerry Carter stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And a base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a 1-out single. So digging in, Chipper Jones.
the third baseman.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Carter leads off first with 1 away. And that's too high. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Next offering upstairs. The pitch. And that one fouled off. And the righty deals. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Digging in, Prince Fielder. That's in there, and that is strike one. Two outs. That misses, and that's ball one. The Reds leading by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. In the air, out towards right center. Sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And that is that. One left for Arizona. And it remains 1-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the Reds DH, John Donaldson. Wood back to work. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. And there's a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Michael Harris, the next to hit for the Reds. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Runner at first with no outs here. Here goes the runner. Right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, number 17.
So the lineup flips over. And now the right fielder. She's already homered here in this one. Singy, she covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These hitters are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And another ball. Man at second. And now to an arm. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Cut on and missed. Struck her out. 2 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize her speed by keeping her off base.
Indeed, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief because she puts pressure on everyone if she can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep her off balance, get her out of there, and on to the next.
Now it's the second baseman, and she's already singled in this game. Fastball for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Up and in, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He's doing it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that will end the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Chelsea Curley. Here comes a pitch. 0-1.
2 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, left side. Harris has a beat on it. Nabs it, and there's 1 down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Luis.
And now it's Luis Robert. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Just missed. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next offering is in for a strike.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now up next for Arizona, Kate Jackson. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. And she beats it. She's safe.
She quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when players make that transition, and she's got speed to put on a show.
So 2 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jacqueline Smith. She's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Home team down a run here in the 2nd game of the series. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 1-0. Wild Card Series Game 2. In now for the Reds, Emily Murphy. This player makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
She's got such quick hands, and she's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps her square to the plate. There's a good chance that her bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Chipper fires to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Ken Griffey Jr., the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1 so far. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Left-hand hitter waits. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 gone now.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive. Reds down in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Chase Field, bottom 4. Now it's the power speed combo. Hank Aaron. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
First pitch misses. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Ralph Kiner, the next to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Next pitch is downstairs. The Reds up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This to third. And it gets fired. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jerry Carter. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Bounce to the right side, and there's a hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
One down. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. He's 0 for 1. And fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
1 out. Runners at first and second. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
2 on, 1 out. And that's outside. And the count 1-2. And that's in the game.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam. Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
So first and second with 2 outs. Prince Fielder stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And another ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
2-2 now. Stays alive. And here it comes. On the ground, out to short. Bichette whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Emma Wright. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That's inside. And he walked her.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here's the Reds catcher, Joanna Baez. Rolled out to second in her first at bat. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm she has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this catcher. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing her, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner at second. That one missed. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. No outs. Runner on second. Swings and misses. Had her out front for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
John Donaldson digging in now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one misses, and that is ball 1. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. And the pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
1-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Michael Harris now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. There's the strike. In the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. There's a strike. And another ball. Right on its second with 2 down. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball. Number 17 would be next if they can extend the inning.
And she's homered already, so I'm sure she'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Runner on second, 2 down. Battling here as he fouls it away. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Now this is in the air down the line. Kiner in pursuit. He's got it. And that is that. Reds leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's going to be Chelsea Curley. The line to kick the pitch. And there's the strike. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1. And a base hit right there. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Luis Robert now struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fastball for a strike. One, two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering misses down and away. Got him! And now one away. So up next, Kate Jackson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late with the swing there.
I think she was sitting off speed there.
The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. He's under it. He's got it.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jacqueline Smith.
Jacqueline Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. Got a good eye there. Smith in her second season, only 18 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. She can't be over-aggressive. She's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee.
2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The pitch. Strike on the inside corner.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff hitter on, but you can't get her into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
The 3-1. That one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Kicks and fires. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So 2 on with 2 away. Hank Aaron stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 on, 2 outs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
At the belt and fires. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-1. Ralph Kiner would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Curley on second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count's full. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
3-2 on the way. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Righty delivers. This one drilled. Right center field. That one heading for the fence. And gone! A massive home run. And they lead it. It's 3-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ralph Kiner. And it's fouled away. Two out, space is empty. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, number 17. I think when you consider her as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If she can get on, that's going to give her one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now the number 2 hitter, 1 for 2. In the dirt, ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a runner into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Two one now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Runner at second. And another ball.
Talk about the right hitter at the right spot. They really need a rally, and she's someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. She had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow she found a way to keep the bat on her shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Murphy up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And a pitch. That misses the zone. 2-0. And he deals. She takes one right on the block, and it's 2-1 now. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the 2nd game of the series. Not close with that one. And now 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And a pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And the right-hander deals. And that'll load the bases. It wasn't easy, but she earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving. And it sets up a critical at-bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Junior swings through for strike 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Swung on, belted. Robert going back. Just shy of the wall. Runners tag up from second and third. She'll score on the sac fly. They trail by one. It's 3-2.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's the deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Move to first. Murphy back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All she's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Fouled off. He was late.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. In the air, right side. Touches down. That's a hit. In to score from third. It's 3-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kerry Wood will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Matthew Boyd will take over here.
Number 48, Matthew Boyd.
Here's the third baseman, Emma Wright. Not even close there. And that's ball one. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Brock Stewart up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Suter warming up as well. Here's a 1-1. In there at the knees.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And now the lefty fouls it off. Still 1-2. Inside, almost got her. The pitch. She fouls it off. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Nice stop. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this player on the mound.
Joanna, she gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. She's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
A strikeout and a walk. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Bichette, the lead runner at second. Baez on at first with 2 down. The pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
For him here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Reds 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. Back here in the desert, here's the speedy catcher, Jerry Carter. It's interesting, she plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but she does. And the righty deals. Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
The wind and the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Here comes the pitch. And that skips into there. Two and 2. Got her looking. That's a strikeout. Chipper Jones stands in now for the Diamondbacks. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And a pitch. Fall off foul. The D-backs trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Struck him out looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Fielder stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
2 down, nobody on. Sliced hard but foul. The count 2-1. And that's down and away. Chelsea Curley waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in her bat, so she could give them the lead with 1 swing if she gets the chance.
And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap, will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Smash to the left side. They get the force. Play made. That ends the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Reds 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Michael Harris.
The left fielder, number 23.
Boyd back to work.
Fastball for a strike. Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
The pitch. Ball 1 there. And a swing and a miss. 1 out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now here is number 17. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the late stages of game 2. And a big swing and a miss. There's a swing and a drive. And caught on the warning track.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
Here's the second baseman. That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and her second hit.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly didn't want to mess with her right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. 1 runs in. The relay, and she's out. Knocked down, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Reds 5. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Junior calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Line drive. She's got it. 2 up, 2 down. Jacqueline Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Warning track wall, and you can touch them all. That was blasted to the moon. It's 5-4. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
And here is Hank Aaron. Out towards right center. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base.
New pitcher for the Reds, Anthony Bender.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Well, this guy.
Well, one-run game. Bo Bichette up to the dish. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, let's get a better feel for that rocket by diving into the numbers with StatCast. Singy, he didn't miss it.
No, clearly not. I mean, he launched that ball at 118 off the bat, and that's just ridiculous power. You know, very few guys can hit a ball as hard as he just did right there.
And now Emma White. Hank pulls that one down, and there's one down. Stepping in, Joanna Baez. She's a player who does it all. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Bichette. Around third. The relay, she's in there, and a run comes in to score.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Aroldis Chapman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ripped on a line. Robert falls it in. In the inning. Reds with the RBI triple. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Back here at Chase Field, and here's the catcher, Jerry Carter. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivers. Bender, a righty that throws with power. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Rocking it out towards right center, and that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for her today.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff hitter comes up, gets in the scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Carter headed for the plate. Relay throw. It's offline, and she scores. And now they trail by one. No outs, runner at first. Now at the plate, Prince Fielder. Hit, base hit. Junior gets it back in quickly, and they hold the lead runner at second. Potential tying run now in scoring position. First and second, no outs. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Chelsea Curley. Line drive, base hit. They're waving Chipper home.
Such great concentration.
New arm out of the bullpen, Juan Marichal. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Now here is Luis Robert. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Boots it, quick feed to second for one, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get two. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least one.
This one in the air center field. That's bad. One runs in. Banks off the wall. Robert on his way around third. Another comes in to score. Not in time. She's safe.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Just missed out on a home run right there, but she certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get it.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that ball is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-6. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of live contact. Man, it's been impressive.
This one smoked on its way out of here. One out, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Jerry Carter. Into center and a base hit. So a runner aboard now with one away.
Having herself a really nice game at the plate. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got her stride and load out of the way early. She stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like she was in a cage hitting off a tee.
And he hits a ground ball right side out, and thank goodness the inning is at last over. But 2 round trippers in this. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bruce Sutter.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The wind of the pitch. Number 17 in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after her on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
And that's a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Now it's the second baseman.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Swings through that.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff hitter on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Coming home. She will score. And now it's 12-7.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but we'll take that swing and that result every time.
So a runner aboard, Emily Murphy, the next to hit for the Reds. That one the other way. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The tag. See.
She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that one is out of here.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Squeezes it, 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. Emma Wright, the next to hit for the Reds. Rips that one to right. And that's it. Series over. They are off to the NLDS. So the Arizona Diamondbacks sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.
And, of course, on the other side, the season comes to a close. It's always great to make the postseason, but it was a short run, and I'm sure that's something they will look to improve upon as they move into the offseason and prepare for next year.
Mm-hmm.